haven't always been a taxi driver, nor have I always wanted to be one. But when I found myself in between apartments, marriages, religions, careers, what have you, replied to an advertisement in a local newspaper, and ever since been driving for the Charon brothers. It's a change, that's for sure. May not check all the boxes in my broken down life, but as my old man used to say, it does give one food for thought. Can't even count the number of characters I've ferried on my late night runs. Though one stands out head and shoulders. It was about 2:45 on a cold and rainy Tuesday. Just about ready to call it quits and return to the depot, when suddenly an arm shot up for a cab. Too dark to see who this customer might be, not even catching a glimpse until he was stumbling through the door, but could sure smell his scent. Something akin to old clothes boiled in dirt. Not fetid, just pungent. When he was finally wedged into the back seat, I realized he was not the usual passenger going home after too many pops, but rather a fare with a totally different kind of destination. "Where to?" I asked. Not usually a tough question.
Nowhere. Nowhere in particular,
he said in a voice hoarse and raspy. "I hear what you're saying, but I don't know how to get there."
I got money,
he said, as if that were answer enough. "That's good, because we're running a meter here. Still, I need to know where to take you."
To hell for all I care.
Now, some may say that's mythical or metaphysical, while others may say it's as real as the day we were born on this godforsaken planet. Still in all, I need an address. Don't know whether to take the interstate or stay local.
Let me be honest with you, driver. I just want to warm up a bit before I get out at nowhere in particular. I'm a weary traveler with no place to go. You know how hard that is? I feel like everybody else on this bloody earth has a destination. I sit and watch them all day, scampering this way and that, going God knows where. Don't rightly know if that's a big G or a little one. All this rushing around makes me lonelier than I am already. And that's lonely enough.
Well, I feel for you, mister. Believe you me. For I've been through a rather bad patch myself.
Well, hack driver, sir, before you start trying to outdo me, let me tell you that I've broken every connection keeping me moored and on the straight and narrow. Been drifting around, aimless, not knowing whether to go left or right or left. Sometimes not going anywhere at all. Just sitting down where I was until closing time. But then comes that moment of truth when you must decide which of your bad decisions makes the most sense. course, sometimes I'm just ornery enough to take the one that makes the least, just to stir up trouble, to see what might happen next. I've been through it all, only to come out the other side, realizing nothing makes a whole lot of sense. The difference between this and that seems to be is and at. And those words don't carry much meaning anymore.
Turning off the meter, I ferried into the outer lane and maintained a steady clip. To tell the gods honest, uppercase G, I didn't have much of anywhere to go either. So, with a steady hand on the tiller, we rode in silence the rest of the way, till parting when tungsten gave in to the brightness of day.